What is going on, Airhead Militia? Welcome back. You guys, I'm gonna do something a little bit different with my channel. You guys will be seeing a video probably the same day that you guys are seeing this video, because I'll probably end up uploading it later this evening. So, yeah, that'll be cool. You guys get a little bit of a double episode today. But doing something a little bit different, doing a product review for Kinetic. So if you see this video, probably within the next few hours you'll be seeing that video going up. But yeah, I'm going to do something. I'm going to try to do something again, but I'm going to start watching my language a little bit when it comes to videos. I wish that these lights would not be so blinding in the background. I do apologize, but yeah, I'm gonna start watching my language when it comes to content, especially content that I record myself. I can't really guarantee that, like the role play and that kind of stuff, I'm gonna really be able to watch my language when it comes to that. But yeah, if it's stuff that I'm recording on my own, BeamNG, Assassin's Creed, Shadows, that kind of stuff, I'm gonna end up starting to watch my language a little bit more, just as hopefully YouTube will like that kind of content a little bit more and be able to push it out just a little bit better. But if not, it is what it is. But yeah, as you guys can tell, it's super late. You'll understand kind of why I'm out when the video comes out. Sorry. Ooh. But yeah, just kind of going around, getting a general idea of when all of the businesses and that kind of stuff opens downtown, as tomorrow or this weekend. By Friday, I'm gonna come down and start poking my head around, dropping my numbers and doing all that to try to find a job. Like, it's been too long since I've had a job that I'm actually getting a consistent paycheck from. So, and I need the income. I want to get my license, which is odd for me to say, because there's been a long time where in the back of my head I was just kind of sitting there like, oh yeah, I don't need my license, you know, I've got nothing to do with it, yada da da da. But it would be nice, after all, to get into a job where I can actually financially provide for my family, provide for DCRP a little bit more than I have been trying to do. But yeah, it'd just be nice to get my license and say, screw it. Ooh, this is gonna feel good. Sorry, you guys are having to go up against my chest here, walking through the mist of the sprinkler system, as it is very misty. As you can probably tell, it's pretty windy out tonight. So, but yeah, no, it'd just be nice to be able to wipe you guys off. It's super dark, but it'd be nice to just drive around instead of having to walk around at night. But to be able to just say, screw it, I want to drive into Ontario tonight, even though ain't nothing gonna be open right now. But it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, screw it, I want to, drive to Ontario, or on nights like tonight where I'm super awake because of the product, not anything weird. I did a Kinetic review. For you guys that know what Kinetic is, you guys will figure it out when that video comes up. Let me block that light. But yeah, no, it'd just be nice to be able to say, screw it, I want to go, drive to Ontario, or drive to Boise and go drive around my old area where I grew up on nights like tonight, where I don't feel like I'm going to be going to bed anytime soon. There's a conga line. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Okay. But yeah, I want to be like these guys where they just said, screw it, let's make a conga line. We're gonna go somewhere. But I want to be able to do that kind of crap. I want to be able to roll up and go visit Coyote. I want to be able to roll up and visit my friends from Boise that I haven't seen in 10 years, dang near. Like, I want that freedom to be able to go out and do that kind of crap. I just want a little bit more freedom instead of walking around the same path I take every time I go out on a walk. I feel trapped, and getting my license would open up, job opportunities in, Ontario and Payette and Fruitland, all of those areas that I can't get to now because I don't have a license. But it's also because I've not manned the heck up and said, screw it, I need to get a job and be able to financially provide for myself and be able to get my license. Like that person, they did it, why can't I? Thank you for being a willing person. I'll Venmo you $5. So that's really all I have to my name right now. Which, that's another thing, is for longer than I can remember, for 4, 5, 7, 8 years, outside of just willy-nilly part-time jobs or full-time jobs that I turned into part-time jobs because I quit after 4 months. I haven't had a steady job outside of the dog shelter. Well, the dog shelter doesn't pay jack diddly squat. So, and I've not been working. I need a dang job where I can actually do something in my life besides nothing. That's all I've done in my life over the last 6 years almost. After I turned 20, I've done nothing with my life. I went over this in another video just recently, but it's like I'm tired, and it's not that I'm tired mentally, it's not that I'm tired physically. I'm tired of being trapped. And that's what I've realized lately. I am so tired of being trapped within one small town where nothing goes on for someone my age. Absolutely nothing goes on here. I can't find a goddamn job because nothing really hires. And if they do hire, they look at me and they go, you've got, a poor work ethic, because they know who I am, because it's a small town. You know, I'm trapped in isolation at this point, and it's exactly what I feel, is that I have been isolated to a small town where everybody knows me at this point, and I'm tired of being isolated. So I'm going to show this community that they're wrong about me. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna peek my head, introduce myself with a firm handshake. I'm just gonna be like, here I am, you know, looking for a job. It doesn't gotta be spectacular. I don't have to make $13, $17 or whatever that kids want to be able to live. Like, shoot, I'll take minimum wage, $7 and 25 cents or whatever, $7.50, whatever it is here in Idaho. I'll take that at this point in time. It's more than I make at the shelter. Like $200 a month. That's all I make at the shelter in most cases. $200. It's not a lot. That's way below minimum wage. That doesn't do well. So yeah, I'll take minimum wage at this point, because I'm starting from even below that. Like, I don't know, I've finally grown up, it feels, where I'm realizing that I can't just rely on hopes and dreams, because right now, and I'll publicly say it, I'm not afraid to say it, but my hopes and dreams are that YouTube and Twitch will take off. But right now, that's all it is. That light is killing me. Screw off. But yeah, it's exactly that. It's the hopes and dreams when it comes to YouTube and Twitch, content creation just as a general, of making it. And simply it's because I've missed the hype of YouTube by a long way, which really sucks. So it's just kind of one of those things where I'd love to make this a reality of being able to do content creation, but it ain't gonna happen. I've come to realize this. I've been doing this for dang near 10 years. 2027 will be a full decade I've been doing content creation on YouTube, on and off, you know, but still 10 years since the very first video I posted on this. 10 years is not a thing to shake a stick at, you know? That's a long time to dedicate yourself to something that never took off. I mean, there are many channels much bigger than mine that have done it in less time. So yeah, that's just that, honestly. And a lot of it is just simply because I have been stuck. I've been stuck here. If I'd gotten my license at 20, at 18, whatever, I would have been free. I would have been free to go and network. I would have been free to go do crazy crap with my guys. With Coyote. With Squirrel. Or the Gray Squirrel. With Uber. I would have been able to go out and do crazy crap we would have been able to go out and do pranks and that kind of crap. We would have been able to go to car meets. We would have been able to go to bike meets. We would have been able to do so much more crap while they were still here. Now they're all gone. And I'm stuck here doing this crap. Same crap you guys have been seeing me do for years. Walk around town, talk to a camera for all of 10 views, 15 views. Almost 10 years later, I'm still getting 10, 15 views on videos. It's pathetic. It's because I got no outlet. It's just turning into a rant video at this point. I apologize, y'all. I really do. But I'm pissed off. Really am. I've tried so hard. Especially lately. I've been trying so hard. But when you see your views are stagnant at 5, 10, 20 views because you've slacked off on the channel for so long, you know, it's heartbreaking. It's demoralizing seeing that something you've worked on for so long and so hard, basically on your own with, you know, help from friends, do absolutely jack diddly squat. It's hard to keep pushing. And I mean, it's to the point where I've debated if I wanted to just quit, to focus on, you know, a job and get my license, and then, you know, after I've stabilized myself, stabilized in a job, to then start another YouTube channel where I could do, you know, proper vlogs and go out and do crap that is a little bit more exciting than this. I've really thought about it, but then I've reminded myself I'm almost at a god dang decade here on YouTube on this channel. So I'm gonna push. I'm gonna give it the 2 more years or whatever. Yeah, 2 years. And if I don't see growth or something, then yeah, I'm gonna delete this channel. Or I'm gonna just stop posting on this channel. I'm gonna go MIA. Hopefully in those 2 years, I'll be able to get my life together. Be able to get my license. Be able to get that crap together that I should have done at 18. But I didn't. Because I was living in a fantasy world for so goddamn long. Sorry, YouTube. You can not push this video, I guess. I've cussed multiple times. More than likely at this point. Like, I'm just fed up. I'm fed up with the algorithm. I'm fed up with YouTube. Fed up with trying. I mean, there's just a lot of crap I'm fed up with. Fed up with not growing. And not seeing the channel grow. No matter how hard I push. That's honestly what I am fed up most by. Is how I can dump hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours into not only recording, but to edit, do all of that crap for nothing. For absolutely freaking nothing. Where other people can put something together and get thousands and thousands and thousands of views for shit that I can do, but I just don't have the connection. I don't have other crap that they use to push it, or just whatever the heck it is. I don't have it. I don't have it in me. I don't have the resources. I don't have the funding. Honestly, I don't have the goddamn patience anymore. And I guess that's that.